Today I'm going to make a hanging ornament for your Christmas tree using little pieces of scrap fabric that are left over from other projects that I've done. Never throw anything away. It's great to be able to recycle whatever's left over. So because this is quite messy, there's a lot of glue involved in it, I'm going to show you the last step first. This is a finished ornament and I'm going to show you how to put a hanging on it. So to do that, you're going to need some straight pins, some ribbon, and then look at your ornament and decide what you want to be top and bottom and sides. There might be some particularly nice piece that you want showing to one side. So I'm going to use that as my top. So the first thing you do then is put a pin. This is your guide pin, this comes out later on. And I'm going to put 4 pins in, about 1 inch from the guide pin, one there, one directly opposite, same distance. Just push it in a bit, you need them to be sticking out, and then 2 more. And the last one in there. Now I'll take this one out, don't need that anymore. There's my ribbon. I'm going to use bright green ribbon for this today. So just pull a good bit out, and I'm going to need the scissors. So what I'll do is I'll find the middle with my thumb, the start of the ribbon, loop it round one of the pins, gather it under my thumb and loop it round the other one. Now get it, pin, put it all the way in, push it right down, that's it, and then cut it very close to the pin. That. Now do the same again, start in the middle, right around, gather it under your thumb, and the same again. Now you can use one of these because you don't need them anymore once you've made that. Okay, take them out. Now we're going to make the loop. We don't cut straight away this time, we're going to make a loop. So decide what, that's probably a nice height. So I'm going to cut the ribbon to the right length. And I'm going to get 2 straight pins and put them in at an angle. This will make sure that it won't come out. So one goes down that way and one diagonally down the other way. You might find, because you're going through quite a lot of layers, that it'll be difficult to push the pins in. So a good idea is to use a thimble to push them in. So now there's your bow. You could put 6 pins in and make a more elaborate bow. What I'm going to do now is take a long pin with a pearl head on it and a little star. Just place the star in the center with your long pin, push it through the middle and straight down. There you are, there's your finished hanging ornament with loops that are roughly the same length. I'm going to show you how I made this in the first place. I'll just leave that there for a bit. Get rid of the ribbon. Yeah, this is one I started the other day. Because it's quite messy and it gets a little bit wet, I decided to use an egg cup for this one. So I placed it in my egg cup, attached these pieces, I'll show you how in a minute, and then I let it dry. Now we're going to turn it the other way around. I'm going to finish that end. You could do the whole thing in one go and leave it on a plate, but then you'd have to keep moving it around every now and then so it doesn't stick too much to the plate. But you might find when you're lifting it that some of these pieces will lift as well, so you'll have to smooth them down with your finger. Either method works well. I think if you're not used to doing this, this is a really good way. Use your egg cup. Okay, so you can either hold it in your hand when you're doing it, or you can leave it in your egg cup. I leave it in the egg cup for now. Now I have pieces of scrap fabric here, little bits that I've cut up. These ones I've used the pinking scissors, and what I'm going to do, put a little bit of glue on my finger, place the piece on it, and just cover it with glue. As you can see, you will get quite a lot of glue on yourself doing this. And then place it on your ornament. Get the glue again and put glue on top of the piece you've just put on. You don't want to leave any gaps. And depending on the colours you have, you can choose to have all red different patterns, or blues or greens. You might like to have a nice light pattern around the middle. Use your imagination for this. You just keep going and just overlap slightly the whole time. Bit of glue on top. You see, it works well with the egg cup. Keeps it. I'm going to get that cover. Glue again. The dab of glue on your finger is great. It really holds it into place. I will put it down there. The glue looks white when you put it on, but that'll dry clear. It'll be fine. I'm going to put a lighter piece on. Already everything is sort of sticking to my finger. It's part of the fun. Now put this one on. And a bit of glue on top. So you just keep going until you have covered your whole shape. Let it dry. When it's completely dry, pick it up again, get the glue and cover the whole bauble, be it an egg shape or a round or whatever shape you have. Sometimes I think you can get bell shapes as well. It could be quite nice. And cover the whole thing with glue again, let it dry. This time you can let it dry on a plate because there's less chance of it coming apart because there's glue on it already. And so it's as easy as that. When it's dry again, then you can put your ribbon on it. If it's an egg, you can put a ribbon on top, or you can put it on that end. So have fun. Bye bye.